These plans and intrigues weigh heavy on my mind. I must warn Father of King Philip's invasion force. I must beg pardon for the barons of Poitiers without betraying the Queen's involvement. And I've not heard from Geoffrey since I dispatched him to raise an army of loyalists. I will have to wait until the royal court to relay to him the events which took place at Poitiers. Halt there! For whom do you work, and what is your business in this land?
Stand clear, fellow. You do not want to run afoul of us.
I say you shall answer to us. Peacefully or at sword point, the choice is yours.
You mistake yourselves. We will kill as soon as talk. Your Grace, I found this letter on their leader. It contains detailed plans of your castles, descriptions of defenses, quantities of weapons stored, and the...
This is impossible. How can it be that my most guarded secrets end up in the hands of mercenaries?
My lord, this can only mean one thing. You have been betrayed by a trusted general.
Or worse, a trusted family member.
Richard, good to see you. Your journey was without incident?
We were slightly delayed, but it's of no consequence. We have much to discuss.
As you know, I've occupied the throne for 26 years. Under me, England has been transformed into a vast realm. Scotland, Ireland, and Wales all have been conquered. Such a large kingdom requires governance which one man cannot adequately provide, or so I have been persuaded. I have therefore taken it upon myself to appoint Prince Henry as steward of England. To consummate this appointment, Richard, John, and Geoffrey, you will swear your oath of allegiance to Prince Henry.
Father, it goes without saying you've made a fine decision. As always, your will is my command. I do so swear.
Father, I am your obedient servant. I solemnly swear my oath of allegiance to my lord, my king, and my country, and to Prince Henry.
That leaves you, Richard.
How does this affect my office as Lord Commander of the King's Guard?
The office will transfer from you to Henry, effective this day.
Father, let me keep command of the Guard. It is for your safety that I ask this.
Richard!
Father, there is something I must tell you.
Wait! I cannot hold my tongue any longer. Father, your life is in peril. Richard summoned me to Bordeaux, where he revealed a most wicked plan. With the King's Guard at the ready, he plots to seize the English throne by force.
That is not true!
Then please explain why you assembled your loyal English barons in Poitiers 1 week ago and conspired to incite rebellion?
I have done no such thing! I am loyal to the King!
My men captured this rebel baron outside Poitiers. What say you?
I was summoned to Poitiers. There I pledged my oath of loyalty to Richard the Lionheart.
My God, is this true?
I cannot deny it.
Richard!
The prince has confessed! Arrest him! I charge Richard the Lionheart with sedition and conspiracy to incite rebellion against the monarchy and the empire. Richard's life is hereby forfeit for the crime of high treason.
Flee to our new defenses at Clairvaux! It was wise of Geoffrey to plan this fortress so close to my brother's land. Unfortunately, the garrison is still at half strength. Do your best to keep Prince Henry's troops at bay. I fear all is lost. To save the few men remaining, I have no choice but to surrender myself to Prince Henry.
My lord, an unidentified army has appeared on the field. They signal for your orders.
No flag? Who commands this army?
My liege, it is likely treachery.
Agreed, but we have no choice. We'll have to trust them. Rally the men!
My lord, the leader of our mysterious allies presents himself.
Geoffrey! My God! I never would have suspected.
Brother, I am happy to report that I succeeded in raising the troops you requested, and just in time, it would seem.
But Jeff, in the King's court, I confessed to treason right in front of you, yet you risked your life to come to my aid. Why?
Did you consider that I might be here because I intend to take you into custody myself?
So you're here to take me into custody? Yes, of course, it is your sworn duty. If our roles were reversed, I would do the same.
And deprive England of its most loyal and devoted servant? I can assure you I'll do no such thing.
Geoffrey, listen to me. Today you helped secure my freedom. You have aided and abetted a criminal confessed to high treason. If this is discovered, you will share my fate. I am an enemy of the king. I am condemned. It is too late for me, but not for you. Arrest me!
I think not today, big brother. I'm weary. Is next week good for you?
You are surely the most pig-headed and stubborn man in the kingdom.
Richard, I have a plan. I will seek an audience with Father and relay to him the true story. You made no treasonous proposals to Prince Henry. You traveled to Poitiers only to protect the Queen. Surely Father will see the truth in this and countermand the Prince's edict for your arrest.
I fear such a plan would only shift the finger of guilt from myself to the Queen. I suspect that King Philip of France manipulates these events. But without proof, our only hope is to expose him before it's too late. I must ride to Mirabeau and gather my forces.
Then I'm off to Brittany to do the same. We will meet at Mirabeau.
Ваше указание?
We are few in number. We must replenish our forces quickly. We ride to Mirabeau.
Ваше указание? С удовольствием. С удовольствием.
Quickly, look to your weapons.
На нас напали! За короля! Ваше указание? На нас напали! С удовольствием. Да, мой господин. За короля! Ваше указание? С удовольствием. Да, мой господин. На нас напали! Убивать! Убивать! На нас напали! Ваше указание? С удовольствием. С удовольствием. С удовольствием. Да, мой господин. За короля! Ваше указание? На нас напали! Ваше указание? На нас напали!
My lord, a royal writ was found on one of the messengers. It states that Prince Henry Plantagenet, Steward of England, declares Richard the Lionheart a traitor. Richard has conspired against their father, the king, to seize the royal throne. Prince Henry promises a handsome reward to every baron who rises up against the traitor Richard Lionheart. My lord, these letters are being...
Ride to Brittany at once. Locate Prince Geoffrey and tell him to bring his army here immediately, no matter the number. I will gather troops myself and try to hold off the uprising until he arrives. Citizens, where is the town garrison?
My lord, messengers arrived yesterday. The garrison was immediately conscripted to fight under Prince Henry's command. They have gone to join his forces in the north.
My God, are you all that remains?
Yes, my lord.
Then I am too late.
My lord, we will stand behind you. We do not believe you are a traitor. We are able craftsmen, stonemasons, and engineers. Put our skills to work.
Да, как
We have no
пожелаете.
troops. We cannot fight these rebels directly. Our only hope is to slow their
Milord.
progress with whatever we have at hand until Geoffrey
Дамы
comes with
убивать!
troops. There should be resources nearby we can use to build defensive
Дамы,
structures
господин.
and traps.
Да. Готов к
Please
работе.
have all our town can offer.
Пожелаете. Ваши
Prince
указания.
Henry's
Удовольствие.
Baron has started his march in the east and is going from
Milord.
town to town gathering troops.
Закарая!
We must prepare our defenses quickly or he'll turn every town in southern France against us.
Of
Ваши
course, my lord is
указания.
always welcome to mine.
Убивать! Да,
Мой
убивать!
господин.
There are some narrow passages to the east that the Baron and his mob will have to pass through. If we can...
Да, конечно. Да. Милорд? За короля! Да. Да, как пожелаете. Как пожелаете. Как пожелаете. Как пожелаете. Конечно. Как пожелаете. Конечно. 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 Да. Как пожелаете. Да. Да. Конечно. Конечно. Башня построена. Да. Да. Как пожелаете. Как пожелаете. Башня
Конечно.
построена. Конечно. 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 Как пожелаете. Как пожелаете. Конечно. Как пожелаете. Конечно.
Не хватает золота.
Конечно. Как пожелаете. Как пожелаете. Конечно. Башня построена. Как пожелаете. Как пожелаете. Готов к работе. Башня построена.
Many villagers have already joined Prince Henry's...
Как пожелаете. Как пожелаете. Как пожелаете. Как пожелаете. Как пожелаете. На нас напали! Башня построена. На нас готов напали! К работе! Башня построена.
Look, the tower is slowing them down.
На нас напали! Напали!
What is he doing? The rebellious baron has backtracked to take another route.
На нас напали! Конечно! 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 На нас напали! 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 Готов к работе! Конечно! 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 На нас напали! Ваше указание? Башня построена! Башня построена! На нас напали! Да, конечно. Ваше указание? За короля! Да. На нас напали! Готов к работе! Башня построена. Да. Как пожелаете. Конечно. Конечно. Как пожелаете. На нас напали! Как пожелаете. напали! Как пожелаете. Как пожелаете. Конечно. Конечно. На нас напали! Как пожелаете. Как пожелаете. Конечно. Как пожелаете. На нас напали! Конечно. Башня построена. Конечно. Ваше указание. С удовольствием. Да, башня построена.
If Prince Henry wins over 2 more villages, all will be...
Готов к работе. Да, мой господин. На нас напали. Ваше указание. На нас напали. Ваше указание. С удовольствием. Да, мой господин. На нас напали. Ваше указание. Милон. Милон. На нас напали. Ваше указание. Ваше указание. На нас напали. С удовольствием. С удовольствием. С удовольствием. На нас напали. С удовольствием. С удовольствием. На нас напали. С удовольствием. С удовольствием. С удовольствием. С удовольствием. С удовольствием. На нас напали. С удовольствием. С удовольствием. На нас напали. С удовольствием. С удовольствием. На нас напали. С удовольствием. С удовольствием. С удовольствием. С удовольствием. На нас напали. На нас напали. Ваше указание.
Richard has been wounded.
С удовольствием. На нас напали.
Richard has been wounded.
С удовольствием. На нас напали. С удовольствием. С удовольствием.
Richard has been wounded.
С удовольствием. С удовольствием. На нас напали. С удовольствием.
Richard has been wounded.
С удовольствием. С удовольствием. С удовольствием. На нас напали. С удовольствием.
Jeffrey,
С
thank
удовольствием.
God. Once again, you have come just in time.
Richard has been
С
wounded.
удовольствием. С удовольствием. На нас напали. Ваше Величество.
Richard has been wounded.
Ваше указание. На нас напали. С удовольствием. На нас напали. Ваше Величество. Ваше Величество. С удовольствием. Ваше Величество.
Richard has been wounded.
Отлично. Ваше Величество. Ваше Величество. На нас напали. Отлично. Ваше Величество.
Richard has been wounded.
Ваше Величество. На нас напали.
Richard has been wounded.
Ваше Величество. Отлично. С удовольствием. Отлично, Ваше Величество. Ваше Величество.
The rebel baron has run away.
Ваше Величество. Отлично.
My lord, a message from the Baron. He is willing to discuss terms of surrender. He asks that Richard travel to the city of Niort. There is one condition. Richard and Geoffrey must come alone, accompanied only by a priest. There, before God,
This baron
he
is
will
one of the
swear his
classiest
oath
men
of
in the
loyalty.
kingdom. Dare we trust him?
Ваше
На нас
Величество.
напали! The Baron will only speak with Richard.
Ваше Величество.
The Baron waits for you, Richard.
Ваше указание.
Stop!
На нас напали!
Deceit! He's running again!
С удовольствием. Ваше Величество. Ваше Величество. Ваше Величество. На нас напали!
We must find him before he causes more trouble. Most likely, he will seek shelter in one village or another. The town centers we have at our command should be able to help us discover his whereabouts. The Bishop of Maribor is very influential here. Perhaps with the help of his...
Ваше Величество. Отлично! На нас напали! На нас напали! На нас напали! Ваше Величество. Отлично! Отлично! Ваше Величество. Отлично! На нас напали! Отлично! Отлично! Ваше Величество. Ваше Величество. На нас напали! Отлично! Ваше Величество. На нас напали!
My lord, a herald. The news is most terrible, my lord. Your brother, Prince Henry, went alone to a secret meeting outside of Poitiers, where he
What happened? Is he...
He took mysteriously ill and died.
Henry... dead? Poisoned?
We don't know.
My God. I must tell Geoffrey.
We have looked for him, your grace. Prince Geoffrey is... My liege, Prince Henry's assassination was tragic and treacherous. The threat to England looms large, and you have grieved for too long. Our country calls.
Thomas, what man could commit such a vile deed? A mercenary? A rebel baron?
A deceitful, treacherous man, to be sure.
I feel responsible for Prince Henry's death. The gulf dividing our family, father from son, brother from brother, seems like it has become insurmountable. You're right. We must put England first. Even my father, I hear, is so shaken by Henry's death he neglects his duties. Where has Geoffrey been these weeks gone by? I wish he were here. but I fear he was taken prisoner. I will leave no stone unturned in England until he is found.
My lord, I bring news of King Philip of France. The king has issued a formal proclamation accusing you of the assassination of your own brother, Prince Henry.
What? This is outrageous!
The French army has crossed into England in order to bring you to justice.
My lord, King Philip is not after you. He's after the English throne.
We haven't much time. Ready the troops. Father, I never dreamed you would come to my aid.
You can thank Geoffrey for that later, Richard. Right now, we have an enemy to defeat.
Geoffrey, Father, this day is ours.
Geoffrey came to see me. He refused to leave for weeks on end until I heard him out. He informed me of Prince Henry's deceit. He persuaded the Queen to confess that she organized the rebels at Poitiers. She begged my forgiveness, which I did so grant. Richard, I have dropped all charges against you and rescinded the warrant for your arrest.
Thank you, Father. For the third time, I owe you my life.
I was wrong to suspect you, Richard. I have been a blind old fool not to see the facts right before my eyes. I am proud to proclaim you the heir to the English throne.
I regret the tragic events which have brought me this honor, but I fear, Father, that you have suffered most from Henry's death.
I grieve for him still. It is with a heavy heart that I go from here to Chinon, as is my habit, to pray at his tomb.
Your Highness, you have been alone in here for hours. Please, you must eat something.
Thank you, Edward. I will.
Your Highness?
Your Highness!
The death of father has broken my heart.
I am deeply saddened as well. All of England mourns his passing. The French claimed he died of natural causes, but we know he was poisoned. The English people demand justice!
Justice? Or revenge?
Come to your senses, Richard. You are now king, and you must act as such. You must move swiftly to unify the country and secure it against further rebellion and the French invasion forces.
Jeff, this is not the way I wanted to become king. Not at the hand of a cowardly assassin.
Be that as it may, King Philip's army is advancing even as we speak. You must prepare to meet him.
Your Majesty, I bring a message from King Philip of France. The king desires to meet with you to discuss an armistice. He wishes to meet you at a monastery just over the border.
Richard, it's a trap.
I suspect as much, but, as you say, I am king and must act accordingly. If there is a chance for peace, I would not have served my country should I fail to pursue it in earnest.
Then I shall go with you.